Breaking. Why Buhari can't sack service chiefs now? By SGF. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF, Boss MUSTAPHA, on Tuesday criticized those calling for the sack of service chiefs. MUSTAPHA declared the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari will not sack the service chiefs now. He said there are processes that must be followed to effect their sack. According to him, we are in a very difficult time now. We need everybody to be on board. We need synergy with intelligent community within the military formations that will help fight this war. We are in a very difficult situation, and when we begin to create cracks and division, who will be the beneficiaries? The adversaries are the ones that are going to exploit those deficiencies and further the cause of destabilizing the nation. He spoke with reporters in Abuja after a book presentation titled cant, Religion, Politics and Power in Nigeria by former General Secretary of Christian Association of Nigeria CAN, Engineer Samuel Salifu. The SGF said that government needs is for, at the moment, what we need is for everybody to be on the same page, fight the battle of securing the nation for protecting lives and property, and ensuring that every Nigerian has the opportunity to live a prosperous life. I think that should be our main focus. He added, you don't sack people like that. There are processes, and I believe that the opportune time, those processes will be followed. You don't just wake up and sack people. It doesn't happen like that, he says. So my people, this is the news reaching us at the minute. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the SGF, Mr. MUSTAPHA, is saying this today that the service chiefs shouldn't be sacked at this point in time. But I have just one question for you, sir. What is the job description of the service chiefs? And secondly, if I could add another question, how long does the service chiefs serve? And under the Constitution of Nigeria, is there any allowance for the presidency to increase the tenure of a service chief? Those are the questions that are pending in Nigeria. Those are the questions that needs to be answered. The Constitution of Nigeria has said you can either serve 35 years or once you're 60, you retire. So what are we talking about? And more so, what is the reason at this point in time that we need to keep the service chiefs? The service chiefs has not proven capacity at this point in time. So what are we keeping them for anyway? And again, the SGF has said that it's a process. What process do we need for the retirement, the relieving of a service chief? That's the question we need to ask the presidency, the administration. What process do we need? If actually we have what we call continuity of projects in Nigeria, do we need, because obviously when new government gets into power, they want to formulate a new policy, this, that, and all that. But we don't need that. If you have served properly, if you have served very well, you've got everything documented, and the next service chief can always pick up from there. So I don't see any process. There is no process that is involved. There's no much process, a complicated process that is involved in changing our service chief. If you have put down measures, security measures for this country, it is easy. When someone gets in there, just hand that over and they run with it and see how to improve the process. The thing is, in Nigeria, we don't improve our processes. When this government comes, every other project that the previous government has done is just washed away, and they start a new project altogether. And within 4 years, 8 years, if they're not able to complete it, that's the end of that project, which ought not to be like that. Normally, if there is good governance and policies, the next administration should be able to run with whatever you've got on ground and improve on it. So I don't see any process. At this point in time, even Nigeria is not safe. The insecurity level is at its peak. So what are you telling me about? What are you telling me about the service chiefs? What is their job description? What is their role in Nigeria? So if they are not showing capacity, if they have not lived up to expectation, or if they've exhausted their tenure, they should leave. They should leave. Unfortunately, I don't know what Mr. MUSTAPHA is saying, but they should leave. It's not rocket science to have the service chief replaced. After all, we've replaced even people that are worth more, that have greater job description in this country. In this country, the judicial system, we know how we changed. I don't want to start mentioning them within a few weeks. So what is it about service chiefs that can be changed? What is it about the administration that can be changed? If we really want to look, if the federal government really want to look into security, the position of security in Nigeria, then he needs to look into all this. There is nothing that difficult to relieve the service chiefs. There is nothing that difficult, to be honest, because there is a procedure. What is the procedure? Look into the procedure and see what can be done to relieve. It's not rocket science to relieve the service chiefs, because they haven't lived up to expectation at this point in time. Nigeria is unsafe. Let's call it a spade. All these politicians, I don't understand what they do. Is what is MUSTAPHA trying to say? Is it because he is in the Buhari's administration? I don't care what these politicians they think about themselves. Let's call a spade a spade. If the service chiefs needs to go, let them go. If for us to secure Nigeria, if that's what it takes, then let it be. Let it be. So my people, this is what is reaching us today. And Mr. MUSTAPHA has spoken, this secretary to the to the government of the Federation. He has spoken. He has said the reason why service chiefs cannot be relieved at this point in time. He says because the nation is in a now you even know that the nation that Nigeria is in a critical situation, and now you want people to work together. I've always said it, if you need international help, call for international help. Whatever help you need, call for the help right now, because Nigeria is unsafe. And we would continue to say this. We'll continue to say it no matter what you say. So standing for Buhari at this point in time doesn't make any difference. If the service chiefs needs to go, they should go. If they haven't lived up to expectation, they should go. Unfortunately, Mr. MUSTAPHA, we are saying this loud to you, that if the service chiefs needs to go, there is no process. There is no process that cannot be looked into. If the process needs to be looked into, let them be looked into. There is no process that is as difficult as any other thing. So we'll just leave it here today. But this is the reason why Buhari thinks he cannot sack the service chiefs at the point in time. So Nigerians, this is the news reaching us. Thank you very much for those that have subscribed. We do appreciate you. For those that haven't done that yet, please do subscribe, press the notification button so that you can get the news as we read them firsthand. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.